Hey everybody, this is Chad Phillips with Jadestone Real Estate. If you've seen a few of my other videos, I just want to thank you for viewing them. Please like and share my videos. If you see them on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Uh, this is mostly a real estate based uh, channel, but today I want to talk a little bit about the city of San Antonio itself. This is where we live, this is where I work. Uh, I love San Antonio. My wife and I moved here about 3.5 years ago, and it was basically just on a whim. Uh, I'm from St. Louis. We were living in Louisville, Kentucky, and my wife said, I'll move away from Louisville only if we can move somewhere that doesn't get any snow. So here we are in San Antonio. I love it. I love the people. So here we go. San Antonio is the 7th largest city in the country. It's a little surprising. It doesn't feel that way. That was the first thing I noticed. It has a small town feel to it for such a major city. Now, with it being such a large city, a large population, it's not without its problems. Traffic sucks. I mean, it sucks all over Texas, and it's not like New York City or Chicago or LA, but man, it still sucks. It's worse than Dallas and Houston. Austin. My wife and I were trying to decide between Austin and San Antonio, and we picked San Antonio because there's more than one major highway that goes through the city. But it still sucks. It's still terrible. And Texas drivers, come on, guys, learn how to drive, please. I mean, you guys, I've never seen more people hang out in the left lane of a highway going 30 miles under the speed limit until I moved down here to Texas. I've never seen somebody in the far left lane try to get off of the highway 30 feet in front of the exit until I moved to Texas. I mean, holy cow, guys, come on. I mean, let's focus on our driving a little bit. I still love y'all. I still love Texas, but holy cow, the driving is not good. The heat is another negative, depending on how you feel about heat and cold and so forth. It is hot in Texas. Usually during the summertime, it's well over 100 degrees every day of the summer. That's just how it is. Now, with that being said, there's also air conditioning. Air conditioning works. Most of the subdivisions here in San Antonio have their own subdivision pool and play area. So that's always an option if you need to cool off. Go take a swim. We've got water parks galore here in San Antonio. Spend a little bit of money, spend the day getting wet. Out in New Braunfels, we've got a couple of rivers that you can go tubing down, which is very popular. That'll keep you cool. So there, and we're only about 2.5 to 3 hours away from Corpus Christi and the Texas coast beaches, which are amazing, by the way. We try to go at least once a year, and we always have a lot of fun. I know that some of the areas are still recovering from Hurricane Harvey, but that's an area that's going to bounce back. Now the positives, and there are a lot of positives. I'm going to try and keep this video, I'm not going to keep you guys too much longer, but first of all, the attitude of Texans. And I know, there's a stereotype, with the 10-gallon hats and the, attitudes of everything's bigger in Texas. Well, everything is bigger in Texas. The trucks, the flags, the grocery stores, the gas stations, the homes, everything is bigger in Texas. So, yeah, we Texans have a right to have that attitude because everything is bigger in Texas. Uh, our gas stations, I don't know if you're familiar with Buc-ee's or not, but it's like going to Walmart. About 10 miles up the road from my house is the largest gas station in the country. They have over 120 pumps. You walk inside, it's like walking into like a Super Target or a Walmart. They've got, and they sell everything from canoes to, fountain drinks to food. They make their own food in house. They've got an entire wall of candy that they make in house. I mean, even if you don't move down here, if you ever come down for a vacation, it's a destination point. It really is. uh, you've also got amazing restaurants here in San Antonio. The barbecue, I don't care what anybody says. I grew up in St. Louis. I grew up with St. Louis ribs. Those are great. Kansas City ribs are great. Nashville's got great barbecue. None of it compares to Texas brisket. I don't care. You can argue with me all you want when I put this on YouTube. You can argue with me all you want. Nothing beats Texas brisket. And there are so many great hole-in-the-wall barbecue restaurants, Mexican restaurants. My wife and I, after living down here for 2 months, are just completely burnt out on Mexican food. We're finally getting back into it after a few years, but there were so many restaurants to try, and I've come to find out that queso is life. I base all of my restaurant eating decisions on whether they have good queso or not. And in South Texas, you will find good queso, great Mexican food, breakfast tacos. I had no idea what a breakfast taco was until I moved down here. They are amazing. I've got people back home, my friends and family, when I know I'm going to be heading up there to visit, they'll call me beforehand and say, hey, I don't care if it's going to be 2 days old. Bring me a breakfast taco and just keep it in a cooler. I want one. They're that good. And they come from gas stations. You can get them anywhere. You get them from the Mexican restaurants, open up at 5 o'clock in the morning down here. Gas stations, they have a cook that's cooking them, or they go run out to a restaurant and get a whole bunch for the day. Yeah, it's a big deal down here, and there's a reason behind it because they're amazing. Sweet tea, and I know there's a lot of places in the South that have sweet tea, and McDonald's has great sweet tea all over the country, but you haven't had sweet tea until you've had Texas sweet tea. And I'm sorry, again, people are going to argue. Everybody loves to argue about food and their favorite foods. You cannot beat food down here in San Antonio. There's plenty to do down here. Of course, we've got the Alamo. We've got the Riverwalk, which if you've never been to the Riverwalk, you really need to go. Put it on your bucket list. It's amazing. It's just miles of shops right along the San Antonio River. It's all underground somewhat. It's a lower level. It's just an amazing experience, especially at Christmas time when they light up the Riverwalk. It's just beautiful. It's a unique experience. I always make sure to show the Riverwalk to friends and family when they come to visit. And usually I don't have to bring it up. They want to do it. We've got open air show. We've got traders markets. We've got huge flea markets. If that's your thing, antique shops. We've got outlet malls that are just humongous. And if you feel like getting a little weird, if that's your thing, drive for an hour up north to Austin. Austin is the capital of weird in Texas, and they take pride in it. And there's a lot of amazing stuff to do up there in Austin, too. I could tell you, my wife and I have been here for about 3.5 years, and we haven't even scratched the surface of things to do, people to see, uh, restaurants to go to. Uh, it's just an amazing experience. So if you're thinking about taking a vacation, or you're thinking about moving, wherever you're at in the country, you just want to get somewhere a little warmer, or you want to change the scenery, or if you already know that you're moving down here and you just want to know a little bit more about the area, give me a call. My phone number is 210-850-0668, or you can comment, private message me on Facebook. This video is going on Facebook. It's going on YouTube. Comment on it. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. Get this stuff out there. My next few videos are going to be about strictly real estate. So I'm going to start educating people that may be unaware about some real estate practices. So just thank you all again for watching this video. Please like it, share it, comment, whatever. And God bless. And always remember, you cannot go wrong with a beard this strong.